500,000 miles. That is not a typo. That's enough to drive to the moon and back, and then start the return trip home. The engine in this car has been faithfully humming for more revolutions than most social media trends last. And it still purrs with a mechanical sincerity you just don't find anymore. But here's the truly insane part. The detail that changes everything. I could buy this exact car tomorrow for less than the price of a flagship smartphone. Now you're probably being bombarded with ads every single day for 2019 Honda Civics with 90,000 miles selling for an absurd $20,000. The modern automotive market, propped up by 7-year loans and a relentless focus on infotainment screens, has convinced us all that newer is always better, and that high mileage is a terrifying death sentence for any vehicle. But what if I told you that entire way of thinking is a carefully constructed lie? A lie designed to keep you on a never-ending treadmill of car payments, trading in a perfectly good vehicle for another that's engineered by design to become obsolete. What if I told you there's a hidden world of automotive tanks hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone smart enough to see past the digital dashboards and appreciate true mechanical integrity? In the next few minutes, I'm going to pull back the curtain on a lost generation of vehicles. I received an email last week from a viewer named David. He was about to sign the papers on a $35,000 used crossover when he stumbled upon one of my videos. Today, he's the proud owner of a 250,000-mile Lexus he bought for $4,020 cash, and he says it's the most solid car he's ever owned. These are cars from an era before planned obsolescence, before everything was built to be disposable. I'm going to show you the exact models that were so obsessively over-engineered they regularly hit 500,000 miles. I'll show you where to find them for under $5,000, and most importantly, the secret to telling a true gem from a ticking, wallet-draining time bomb. If you're ready to learn how to buy a car that can literally outlast you, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button, because this is the information the dealerships and car manufacturers pray you never discover. Let's start with the undisputed, uncontested king of longevity, the Toyota Land Cruiser. But I'm not talking about the new 6-figure luxury barges that are more likely to see the valet stand at a high-end mall than a dirt road. I'm talking specifically about the 80 series, built from 1990 to 19. You have to fundamentally reframe your thinking here. This wasn't designed to be a consumer SUV. It was engineered as a piece of industrial-grade equipment, built to a non-negotiable standard, not a price point. Toyota's target customers were United Nations peacekeeping forces, Australian mining companies, and African safari guides. People whose lives and livelihoods depended on a vehicle that would start and run every single time, whether in a frozen tundra or a scorching rock-strewn desert. The engineering reflects this. It features a full floating rear axle, a design typically reserved for 1-ton commercial trucks, meaning the axle shafts only transmit power and don't bear the vehicle's weight. This makes them incredibly robust. The heart of this beast is the legendary 1FZ FE inline-6 engine. There are no fancy, fragile turbos, no complex direct injection systems that clog up with carbon. It's just a massive, low-stress iron block engine with gargantuan tolerances, designed to run on questionable low-octane fuel in the middle of nowhere and keep on chugging. It's an engine designed for absolute, unwavering reliability above all else. So why on earth can you buy this paragon of durability for under $5,000? Two simple, beautiful reasons: fuel economy and fashion. These trucks are notoriously thirsty, often getting a mere 12 to 14 miles per gallon. And their boxy, utilitarian look scares away the average buyer who wants a sleek, modern crossover with Apple CarPlay. But here's the truth. That's their greatest advantage for a savvy buyer. While everyone else is fighting over overpriced, soulless SUVs with questionable long-term prospects, these mechanical masterpieces are sitting on Facebook Marketplace, waiting. Just last week, I found a 1994 model with 280,000 miles listed for $4,500. For any other vehicle, that mileage would mean it's on life support, ready for the scrapyard. For an 80 series Land Cruiser, that's just breaking it in. That's not even middle-aged. It's just getting started. And when you look for one, don't worry if the paint is faded or the seats are worn. That's character. The beauty of these trucks is that their souls are made of iron. Now, from the king of the dirt, we move to the undisputed king of the highway, This next car represents a moment in time, a perfect storm of economic power and engineering pride that we will likely never see again. The Lexus LS400, specifically the UCF20 generation from 1995 to 1997. Their goal was to build a sedan that was not just better than a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, but so monumentally superior in quality, silence, and reliability that it would permanently alter the landscape of the luxury world. To achieve this, Toyota assigned 60 designers, 1,400 engineers, 2,300 technicians, and built over 450 prototypes. They spent over $1 billion in 1980s money. The result was automotive perfection. The 1UZ FE V8 engine is the stuff of legend. You've heard the stories about balancing a pyramid of champagne glasses on the engine while it's running. It's all true, a testament to its impossible smoothness. But listen, that party trick is just a byproduct of its incredible engineering. The real magic is its durability. These are non-interference engines, a crucial detail. This means if the timing belt ever snaps, a catastrophic, engine-destroying failure in most cars, the pistons in the 1UZ won't smash into the valves. You just coast to a stop, have a new belt installed, and drive away. Think about the foresight. They literally designed the engine to survive its own potential major failure. And the obsession with quality didn't stop there. The car is eerily quiet, even by today's standards. That's because the body panels are made from 2 layers of steel, with a layer of asphalt and resin sandwiched in between to deaden sound and vibration. The instrument cluster was a work of art, with vacuum fluorescent needles that lit up with a crisp, futuristic glow. The interior leather and wood were sourced from the best suppliers and chosen to look good after 3 decades, not 3 years. So why are they so cheap? People see an old V8-powered luxury car and immediately fear astronomical repair bills. They assume it has the maintenance costs of an old BMW or Mercedes. The beautiful secret, though, is that underneath all that opulent luxury, it has the soul and the affordable reliability of a Toyota Camry. It's the ultimate automotive cheat code. But what if you want a car that's even more of a tank? A car that completely and utterly ignores the modern concepts of speed, quietness, and convenience in the singular pursuit of one thing: running forever, no matter what. Then you need to meet the Mercedes-Benz W123, specifically the 300D diesel model. This car hails from a different universe of engineering, a golden era when the engineers at Mercedes-Benz, not the accountants in marketing, had the final say on everything. Its heart is the OM617 5-cylinder diesel engine. Let's be perfectly clear. It's slow, it's loud, it clatters like a vintage tractor, and it smells like a city bus. But it is very likely the most durable internal combustion engine ever placed into a mass-produced passenger car. There are countless well-documented cases of these engines passing 1 million miles without a major rebuild. You wouldn't believe this, but for decades, this was the default taxi in the toughest cities across Germany, the Middle East, and Africa, running around the clock, taking unbelievable abuse, and just refusing to die. That's not a theoretical reputation for durability. It's a resume proven over billions and billions of miles in the harshest real-world conditions imaginable. Everything on it is mechanical and fixable, from the fuel injection to the vacuum-operated door locks. The secret to buying one, however, isn't in the engine. They all run. The true Achilles heel, the one thing that can kill these magnificent beasts, is rust. These cars were built from heavy-gauge steel before modern galvanizing and rust-proofing techniques became the industry norm. A W123 with a mechanically perfect engine can be rendered completely worthless by rotted-out floor pans and structural corrosion in the frame rails. So here's the crucial tip. When you go to see one, your most important inspection tool isn't a code reader, it's a flashlight and a small screwdriver to poke at the underbody, especially the jack points and behind the wheels. If it's solid underneath, you might have just found a car that will still be chugging along when modern electric cars are nothing but recycled museum pieces. Okay, so a massive SUV, a luxury sedan, and a German diesel tank are fantastic. But what about something practical? Something for the rest of us that sips gas and is easy to park? Let's talk about the people's champion of longevity, the 5th generation Honda Accord, from 1994 to 1997. This car is the ultimate proof that you don't need a huge budget or a complex, exotic machine to achieve automotive immortality. Honda's philosophy in this era was all about perfecting the basics, guided by a principle they called man maximum, machine minimum. The car was designed around the occupants, with incredible visibility thanks to a low belt line and thin pillars, and an ergonomic, no-nonsense interior where every button and switch clicks with a satisfying high-quality precision. The core of this is the F22 four-cylinder engine. It's a masterclass in elegant simplicity. No turbos, no direct injection, no fancy variable anything. It's just a beautifully simple, incredibly well-built engine that, with basic maintenance like oil changes and timing belts, just does not stop. Here's the truth. While the market goes crazy paying inflated prices for 10-year-old Civics, these unkillable Accords are completely overlooked because they're seen as just a boring old car. You can find pristine, one-owner examples with meticulous service histories for under $3,000 all day long. A well-kept one of these is, without exaggeration, more dependable than many 5-year-old modern cars costing 10 times as much. But there is one insider tip that can make all the difference. While the automatic transmissions in these cars are perfectly reliable if the fluid has been changed regularly, the true half-million-mile kings are the 5-speed manual versions. That combination of the bulletproof F22 engine and a slick-shifting Honda manual gearbox is one of the most durable, engaging, and enjoyable powertrains ever created. Finding a clean, one-owner 5-speed Accord is like striking reliability gold. Now, knowing what cars to buy is only half the battle. Finding a good one among the neglected ones is an art form. So here is your official playbook for the hunt. Rule number 1, and it's the most important rule of all. You are buying the seller, not just the car. I would rather buy a slightly scruffy car from an obsessive long-term owner who can talk for an hour about its history, who knows its quirks, and who genuinely loves it, than a pristine-looking car from a shady dealer who knows nothing about it. Ask them questions. Why are you selling it? What major services have been done during your ownership? If they seem vague or disinterested, walk away. Next, the paper trail is everything. A thick, organized binder full of service records is the ultimate green flag. It's tangible proof that the car was loved and cared for. Look for receipts for major preventative items, not just oil changes. Has the timing belt been done on schedule? What about the water pump, transmission fluid, and coolant? No records. The price needs to reflect the massive gamble you're taking. And when you're searching online, use secret search terms. Don't just type Honda Accord. Search for Honda Accord all service records, or Lexus LS400 timing belt replaced, or one-owner Toyota Land Cruiser. This simple trick will filter out 90% of the neglected junk and show you the cars owned by people who actually care. Finally, the most important $150 you will ever spend is on a pre-purchase inspection from an independent mechanic you trust. Do not skip this step, ever. Having an expert put the car on a lift and give you an unbiased professional opinion can be the difference between buying a dream car and buying a hidden nightmare. Be patient. You won't find the perfect car in a weekend. The hunt is part of the experience. It might take a month, but the right car is out there waiting. So here we are. The modern car market, with its endless cycle of leasing and financing, wants you to believe that value is in newness, in low mileage, in the size of the touchscreen. But the truth is, lasting value lies in proven engineering, in bulletproof durability, and in a documented history of meticulous care. At the end of the day, you have two paths. The first is the conventional one, a constant cycle of high car payments for a rapidly depreciating, complex appliance that was designed from the start to be replaced in a few years. The second path is the one we've talked about today. It's a path of wisdom, of self-sufficiency. It's about owning an engineering icon for cash, a car that rejects the throwaway culture, a vehicle that, with a little love and care, could very well be the last one you ever need to buy. This isn't just about saving money. It's about taking back control. It's about choosing a tangible asset over a financial liability. The choice is yours. Which car from this list would you start hunting for? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if this video opened your eyes, subscribe and hit that notification bell. My next video is a big one. I'm revealing the top 5 used cars that look like a great deal, but are actually money pit nightmares. One of them might be in your neighbor's driveway right now. You absolutely do not want to miss it. See you then.